To Grand Rising, everybody. I'm very happy to see you guys this morning. As we do every morning, I am so grateful to life. I'm grateful to God, our creator, and I'm grateful to the ancestors for making it possible for us to be able to meet here this morning. And I just ask that the time that we spend, let it be very productive and let it be very efficient for all our entrepreneurs who are on with us today. Go tap amen and ashe. All right, guys, I hope you're having an awesome Tuesday. I'm feeling pretty pumped. It's a lot of cool things going on. So first, like we normally do, first of all, actually a little off script. There's two big things that stood out to me from that from that audio. So I'm gonna just plant the seed now for you guys to keep this in the back of your minds, and maybe we could talk about it towards the end if we have a little more time. But it's what are you telling yourself you can't do, and what are the goals that you're setting? Those are the two things that jumped out to me. I think are really powerful. So just keep those in the back of your mind, and then we'll talk about it towards the end. So, guys, this is the OFC business team meeting. For those who are new, this whole concept of the OFC business team came from when the OFC and BNI joined forces. So for those who don't know, BNI stands for Business Networking International. They are the largest networking company on the planet. And their whole focus is really business to business, creating networking opportunities. They launch chapters, they meet early in the morning, once a week, and it's a very rigid structure. When you join BNI because you're ready to level up. You're already in business and you're looking to expand, so you join a network like BNI. So we're really grateful for the collaboration and partnership between our two organizations. But now, with that said, it's important that when people join BNI, they are BNI ready, so to speak. So what we did is with this business team, it creates an opportunity for entrepreneurs to be able to connect, for entrepreneurs to get the support and the help that they need so that they can level up, so to speak. So, so what we do is we get together every Tuesday morning from 7:15 to 8:30, 7:15 to about 7:30, give or take. We play a little motivational video to get everybody in the right frame of mind. Then we do a quick tool in the tab. First, we open up the floor for the affiliates. So the affiliates are the entrepreneurs who are on the line who help the entrepreneurs within the collective. They introduce who they are, what they do, the services that they offer, how they could help, and if they are facing any challenges, they share with us as well, things that they could use some assistance with. Next, we open the floor for the other entrepreneurs on the line to introduce who they are, what they do, the products and services that they offer, as well as the challenges that they have as business owners. Then together, we brainstorm a little bit, we share contacts, we share resources, we network. If there's been opportunities for businesses to connect throughout the week, now this is the opportunity for you to share, big each other up, give each other shout outs, whatever might have happened throughout the week. Then basically after that, we open up floor for our featured speaker. So today we're blessed to have Andrew Grant with us. He's a part of the OFC, and he's taking care of our production, and we've been talking about it for some time now. So we're going to be going into a little more detail about that, and then we close and we get together again next week. So far, it's been an exciting journey, and there's been a lot of awesome connections that's been made. So I'm really glad for this opportunity. Now we're a smaller group, but like normal, people usually join in as the meeting's going. But each person, we could be a little loose with the time today. So instead of just giving everybody a 60 seconds. I think I could give everybody 90 seconds. You guys could ball out with that extra 30. Just go hard. And just, go into details who you are and what you do and all that good stuff. So, and please remember to put your contacts in the chat. Because this is how we're able to stay in contact and to connect with each other. And also just keep in mind that what we do here, we load them up onto YouTube. So it doesn't just stay here within the Zoom. We do share it within the community. For those who might have missed the meeting, they could take part and follow after. And so it's another opportunity just for you guys to promote yourselves and get additional visibility. All right. So with that, hold on one quick second. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, so let's start with our affiliates on the line. And I saw Preston first thing this morning when I opened up. Grand Rising, Preston, the floor. And I'm happy to see you, Preston. I know you're on vacation for a bit of time, so I'm happy to see you.
Yeah, Farrah. So nice to have you. Sorry, you know what? I think what happened was last time I was testing the link. I saw the link in the chat, and I think it must have opened up on my phone. I've been on since last night. So first one in, but there was no it was a mishap. But anyhow, I'm really happy to be here, guys. As you guys know, I am usually the tech guy that they reach out to on it. So always trying new things. I run a digital marketing agency here in Montreal. And my passion is really about, helping business owners grow, helping business owners dominate online. I'm very fortunate to be helping many of the OFC members. And Farrah, I've got a new member near and close to the heart. So I'm really excited to share that with you. And I will be doing my pay my dues to OFC for that referral. So thank you very much for that. And that's West Can. So as you know, guys, if you have any questions you need, from a consultative method, I usually like to lead with value. So if you have questions, bring them to me. I'll help you to the best of my ability. And as we progress with it, and technology gets a little more challenging, a little bit more out of your scope, or things you just don't want to do, I have a team of really talented digital marketers that love doing that. So we can help you out in that way. But like I said, it starts off with helping with value. Every Tuesday, I'm back on today at 9 a.m. I tried switching it to Wednesdays, but you guys said, hey, no, we do keep it on Tuesdays, exclusive to the OFC. So I'll be on for an hour sharing some value with you guys and answer any questions you have. I call it the Ask Me Anything session. And I love having when you guys join.
Thank you so much, Preston. We're glad to have you back on. And thank you. Yes. I know you did try to change the date, but I being able to jump into the meeting right after these meetings, I feel is really exciting. And a lot of members really do benefit and appreciate it. So thank you for what you're doing, Preston, what you've been doing.
Awesome. And don't forget, you can grab my info, the QR code right above my head here.
Nice. That is actually something I might ask for some help with after, because even on our flyers we had a QR code and I didn't know how to use it. I'm trying to, so we could talk about that after. I'm still not too sure. Frank,
it works. That's how I was logged in last night from probably like 2:30 a.m.
Yeah. You see, like I don't like, so it worked for you. So anyways, I'll speak, well, we'll speak offline or whatever, but I don't know how the QR code thing works. Okay, next up, Ken Ingram, the floor is yours.
Grand Rising, everybody. I'm the white guy in the room, but I'm half Bajan, actually.
Yes.
So don't hold that against me. Anyway, I'm the owner of the Achievement Center. It's a professional training and development organization here in Montreal. And I've had the privilege, actually, of training some amazing business owners in the melanated community. Be it sales, you feel you're weak in sales, could you be better? Do you have a team? Do you feel your leadership could use some tweaking? And what about your presentation skills? How to present yourself to companies? How do you present yourself to clients and prospects to get that slight edge over your competition? Each and every one of us is the secret ingredient in our business. And if we're missing elements of that important recipe, a particular spice or whatever that's needed to secure that mandate, well, I'm here to teach you those skills that you need to get the slight edge over your competitors. So remember, think about this every single day. What results do you want and by when? A gold medal financial year actually is closer than most of us believe is possible to achieve. And that's how you grow a business intelligently.
I like that, Ken. That was a lot of passion right there. That was awesome. Thank you. Good stuff. Next, I'm happy to see here Chantel from Wink, one of our affiliates, our member services rep, everything that has to do with the behind the scenes at OFC. Thank you for what you guys are doing. Welcome. Glad to see you.
Yes. My name is Chantal. I'm the co-CEO of our business Wink. We provide virtual support services for a wide range of businesses, from nonprofits to moving companies to professional services to you name it. We support those businesses. We provide virtual administration support, customer service, sales, even down to graphic design, web design, even accounting services we provide. There's really a wide range of services that we could provide to companies, and there's a wide range of clients that we offer these services to. So we understand that, you know, every business wants to grow, but at the same time, every business has a budget, right? And we completely understand that. So what we do actually is we actually offer the ability to outsource these services to, and our home office is actually, we're a Canadian company, but we operate in Ghana, West Africa, right? So that means we are actually hiring West Africans in order to support your business, right? So it's definitely creating a win-win, right? Where the diasporans, us, we're able to then reach out to those on the continent and create real job opportunities and create real ways to help them and to build the continent. So we're very excited for the work that we're doing. It's going extremely well. If you need help, reach out to us. I'm going to put our information out in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. And again, thank you for everything you guys are doing. You do amazing work. So next, now we'll dive in. Yep. Okay. So we don't have any other affiliates on. If we see any more pop in, then we'll call them out. But as is, let's dive into now. The entrepreneurs are on the line. So we're going to start with our brother, Adrian Duncan.
Peace, OFC. How's everybody?
Great. Thank you.
Good. My name is Adrian Duncan. I'm representing and supporting the barbershop on 3174 Legendre, where we are working in the community for over 20 years, doing our best to give haircuts and give wisdom on the understanding of unity and building friendship amongst community members. We are working more and more now to branch out our businesses to the different communities at large. We are working to get into different facilities so that we can be able to keep up the business and keep it at the best prices in Montreal. One of the things I wanted to touch on is that on the business side for myself, I got a good connection from OFC where I'm helping a client to get some protection for themselves, so which is very good. OFC has been very helpful for me on both ends of the spectrum. Thank you for that, and also I will leave my information on the chat for more further connections with those OFC members. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad the OFC is doing what it does. That is blessed. Thank you. So I am excited to introduce our brother Fabian. Fabian is one of our new members. Thank you, Fabian, for being here with us this morning.
Yes. Hi. Good morning. Hi. My name is Fabian. Currently in the very skeleton stages of developing a business. I'd like to start a soup kitchen, which is going to be basically supported by a social economic enterprise, a nonprofit organization, which just will enable me to finance the soup kitchen and the / food bank. The purpose of the whole organization is basically to uplift the weak, what I will classify as the weak link in a chain, which is like the people who need the help the most. And those are people that are on the street, not necessarily just on the street by alone. They have less access to resources, information. These are the type of people that I would like to help in order to enable them to be able to better themselves in society overall. And I believe I'll be able to do that through creating a nonprofit social economic enterprise, which would and one of the items I'll be selling or at some point will be a beverage called sorrow. A lot of people in the West Indies know about this drink already, and that's just one item that will help facilitate the sustaining the soup kitchen and the food bank. And that's basically, in a nutshell, the concept. And I'm working on it right now. Like, there's so many things that I have to get into place. Like registering. That's one first thing. And then the next thing will be getting a bottling and a bottle itself that's that could be like stand out like in the market, like
Yeah,
there's a
something
lot of
catchy
things
like Coca-Cola, right?
exactly
Something unique,
exactly
right? I get it.
exactly. So
Okay.
there's that, there's the whole social networking on social platforms, getting a website, all these things. These are all the things that I know that I have to put into place at some point, but I have to start at the beginning, which is actually just registering the organization as a social economic enterprise, non-profit enterprise.
Yes.
And
Well, brother Fabian, thank you, and thank you for that, and thank you for being here. And you said it before I asked you, so you listed off your needs, and I'm glad you did, because like I said, there's a lot of people within this group, within this collective, that could help you. And just off the top, I don't. Well, anyways, we'll talk once we go around, but I just want to make sure that you got some of the basic contacts. But thank you for sharing, and thank you for being here. We're looking forward to helping you and getting your business from A to Z.
thank you.
Next, our brother Stephen Walker.
Good morning.
Grand Rising King.
So, Stephen Walker, and I'm the owner of Tamper Studios, which is featured as a social cataloging service, and it's a unique form of social cataloging service that we promote, that we push out as a promotional website. The reason I say it's unique is because though we do catalog and feature items of interest, we also allow our subscribers the opportunity to actually interact with the producers of those items of interest. So essentially, like, if we're pushing right now mostly books, literature, but they could also interact with those people as wellness professionals. So we have a lot of wellness professionals that also produce publications, and then it provides a kind of exclusivity for the subscribers, which is really important, because at the core of Tamper Studios, we're focused on mental health and wellness. And we're trying to find unique ways of bringing that to our audience, essentially, as we look at therapy and how it's being broadcast now, or how it's being broadcast in the past, and how people are utilizing it. We want to make sure that people have a full understanding of what therapy is, and at least a wider range of accesses to different types of therapy that can be like at their disposal. So if you're or know anyone who does some kind of therapy or wellness profession, and they're maybe most likely working for themselves, if they're a sole proprietor or maybe a freelancer for a corporation, please get in contact with me in regards to that. Or even if they're a publisher or publish or do some creative works, that also we do. If you would like to promote your events and they have a theme that's dedicated to mental health and wellness, whether it be physical, emotional, spiritual, social, as long as there's a mental health aspect to it, see me and we'll promote that on our website, and we'll also add it on our newsletters moving forward. So thank you, Tamper Studios. I'll put my stuff in the chat.
I just want to take a quick moment just to commend Brother Walker, because from when he started his business till today, I have to say, and you guys, anybody could give me your feedback as well, but his presentation, what he's doing, the evolution of his company, I'm super excited. I'm loving, like, it's amazing. It's amazing for all who've been supporting and encouraging Brother Walker. I have to commend you, because it's very clear, very precise, and you're doing a lot. You're not just like building your own business, you're creating opportunities for others. So I definitely want to take a second just to commend that. Good job, my brother. Thank you, and just keep up the great work.
I second that big time. I almost have to look back to see if that was the same Stephen Walker. There you go.
Awesome, brother. Keep up the great work. All right, next we have Westcount on the line. I know her very well. Hello, Shiata. Nice seeing you.
Hello, good morning. Hi, everyone, Grand Rising. So, yes, as Pharaoh said, my name is Shiata Lewis Rouse, and I'm here this morning representing Westcan Folk Performing Company. Westcan has been around in Montreal for over 40 years, serving the community through education about the Caribbean, African and Caribbean culture, folk culture. We do that through amazing workshops and classes teaching drum, dancing, singing, folk stories, and songs, and so on. Right now, we have our upcoming children's session. The registration is presently open, and you can, I'm not sure where you can get the information about registration. But we have registration. So if you know anyone who has young children between the ages of 4 and 12. We are presently taking registration. You can reach out to us and get information. You can find us at westcanfolk.com and also email us at westcanfolk@gmail.com. Other than that, we are always welcoming businesses, community support, individuals who are willing to donate and lend their time, energy, efforts, financially, so on, to help keep the group around for another 40 years, as it's important for the future generations. And yeah, and also benefit from marketing that we do to promote our events and so on. So that's Westcan.
Thank you. Amazing. And yes, I think all the registration info is on your website, I think. So yeah, I think it is Westcan folks. So keep up the great work. Thank
I'll
you.
double check that, yeah.
All right. Okay. So we have brother Michael Chijioke.
Hello, everyone. It's good to see you guys. So my name is Michael Chijioke. I'm the managing partner at Preside Partners, a business development consulting firm. So at Preside, we do a number of services. First of all, contract writing, deal origination, business process auditing, and also really just using relationships that I've made, whether it's in the US, Canada, etc., to get what you need done as far as your business. The marketing side, you do SEO for your blog writing, and that will help you with the algorithms for search engines, etc. So to say something in general, always out here building relationships and building contacts. So you want to have a conversation, see how I can help, or if you think that I can give you value in some type of way, feel free to reach out. Went ahead and put my my contact information inside of the chat.
Thank you, brother Michael. I'm looking forward to connecting with you later on. This is gonna be great. Next up, okay, we have brother Frank from Mainstream who has joined us. Frank is one of our affiliates. So welcome, Frank, and thank you for being on with us this morning.
Good morning, everybody. As Farah just mentioned, my name is Frank. I am with Mainstream Digicom. We do provide telecom services for businesses, which is we provide phone systems as well as phone lines for your business. We provide physical phone lines if you need phones for your office, you need as well as along with the phone lines. So we also offer virtual numbers, so you can also operate when you're on the road, or if you need virtual numbers for people who work remotely from home. We also do provide web design and web development services. So if you need a website for your business, we're more than happy to help you with setting you up with that and providing you with those services. We maintain, host, and design the websites for you. If you know what we offer in a nutshell, we're looking for small businesses who are looking to either expand their phone line services, or businesses who are looking to either get a presence online or looking for someone to help maintain the website services for them.
Amazing. Thank you, Frank, and thank you for everything you do. For those who don't know, Frank is also behind our OFC community website, and he handles all our telecommunication services. So when you call our phone number and then you speak to one of the representatives in Ghana, Frank is behind that. It's pretty awesome. Thank you, Frank, for everything you're doing for help. And the prices are exceptional. Okay, so in case you guys are wondering, it's very, very reasonable, and he's here to help our businesses to grow and to just put our best foot forward. So myself, I am Farah Hamid Freeman, the founder of the OFC. You guys already know we're here to support and bridge between the French and the English speaking melanated community, and to serve individuals within the community socially, but also to empower our business community as well. And we serve as a bridge. So when individuals come to us, the individuals that we serve, when they come to us for different products and services, we refer them to you all as business owners within the community. Pretty simple concept. Everything flows one full circle. So I'm really glad and grateful to be in the position I'm in and to be able to do what I'm doing. And just a couple of quick things for us is just that the next event that we're doing is on September 4th. We're hosting an open house at the OFC Holistic Healing Retreat and Campground. I think I have a registration form, but regardless, I'm going to continue to remind you guys. It's a free event. It's up at the cottage. The only cost is if you do want to take a bus. We rented a bus for that day. So if you do want to get on the bus, it's like $20 a person to get on the bus, or like $50 for the family, just to help us to offset the cost. But aside from that, it's a free day. It's a Sunday. It's a holiday weekend. If you're in town, if you're taking the bus, it's going to be from 10 to 6. So the bus is going to leave Montreal at 10 o'clock. Get out there probably around noonish, and we'll hang out for the day. We'll leave there around 4 and come back into the city. If you're driving, then we're there from 12 to 4. And like I said, you're welcome to come out to see grounds, meet the team, and see what we've been working on the Holistic Healing Retreat and Campground. All right. So before I introduce Andrew, just one quick tool in the tab. A couple of things that just had stood out to me, and I wanted to just double check. So Fabian, we have Valerie Gordon within the network, who is also like a coach, but she helps a lot of startups. And she had I'm not sure if she still has it, but she had a bottling company that used to sell juice or drinks and stuff like that. Did you get an opportunity to connect with her?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I spoke to her up to yesterday.
Yeah.
And so basically, I was explaining to her at the time that I'd just like to get myself registered and then come back and get the help that she provides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So then, and if you get stuck with the registration or anything, definitely do not hesitate to reach out, because then we can help you with that as well.
Okay.
All right. And Michael, do you guys offer contract review as well? Like if somebody already, is there 2 Michaels on here now? I don't know what happened. Michael? Sure, what happened? I saw 2 Michaels.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
Awesome. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So it's just so if we have like let's say we received the contract and we wanted let's say a third set of eyes on it, do you guys do that contract review type of thing, or is it just drafting of the contract? Okay.
Sorry, Farrah, are you speaking about me?
Yes, I'm speaking to you.
Sorry. Yeah, no. So it can be whether that's a contract creation for a very specific purpose, or if you already have contracts in mind that you want to use, we're going to help develop them for a very specific purpose. So we're talking about like protection of your name, protection of your brand. If you have certain IP that you want to integrate, all these things can be done.
And in the scenario, so let's say we're doing business with another company and they provide us with a contract, and we want a second opinion on it. Would you be a person to come to for that, or is it better that we connect with one of the lawyers in the network?
No, I'm a person that comes to that.
Perfect.
I mean, all of it is just strategy, right?
Exactly.
So yeah. So in fact, I mean, what I do also is I deal with different agreements on a regular basis. So it's a part of what I do.
Amazing. Okay, thank you. Those are the two points I wanted to address. And making sure, was there anybody else who had anything to say before we dive in? Okay, awesome. So with no further ado, I want to introduce our brother Andrew Grant. So first, I want to give you guys a little background, a little context. This is awesome. We had an opportunity to connect. I think it was sometime throughout pandemic time. we went down to the studio that Andrew is one of the co-owners or co-executors of in Park X. And we were referred to him by another member, Greg Thomas, one of our members who worked with youth out of Batcha. Greg also happens to be one of my cousins. Just happened to work out like that. So when we met with Andrew, saw his amazing space. He has something like 11 studios. Andrew has years of experience working within the production field. And when we needed a house for our Empower Hour, as you guys know, we've been talking about, just creating different visibility and for leveling up the Empower Hour. So when we connected with Andrew, it was basically, it seemed like it was something predestined, something that was supposed to happen, because Andrew has been a huge resource. And since our initial meetup, he is now part of the OFC team. He is now heading the whole production side of the OFC. And what I've been speaking to you guys about every week in terms of creating visibility and in terms of creating ads, Andrew is the man behind the scenes. So I want to take this opportunity to introduce him, give him an opportunity just to introduce himself, his experience, his background, and ask him a couple of cool questions. And then the floor is open. If you guys have some questions that you want to ask him as well, we'll be able to take it from there. So, Brother Andrew, welcome. If you want to take a moment just to introduce yourself and let people know who you are, your background, your experience in the industry. You're on mute right now in case. I catch people for that now. I'll give you a heads up before it's time for you to speak, so you have time to find it. Oh, wait, can I unmute you from here? No, I can't. There we go.
You got me?
Yes, sir, my brother. The floor is yours.
All right. Okay, so don't mind the old man. I'm having a hard time seeing this little screen here, so I got the glasses on. And well, thank you so much for welcoming me to the meeting. And again, it's a pleasure to finally meet some of the other faces in this amazing community. Let's see. Let's keep this nice and short because I don't want to drag the meeting out. Background. I've been in entertainment my whole life. And when I say my whole life, I mean since very young, 4 or 5 years old. I was a child actor. Came up in New York, Brooklyn in the house, and went from doing film and television to live performing pretty much my whole adult life. I toured the world a few times with different bands, well-known bands, smaller bands, casino bands. Did that, and at some point in my late 20s, I started getting into the behind the scenes, started understanding editing and music production, and at this point, I'm classified as a music producer, a film and television video producer and director. And it's funny because I moved to Montreal about 20 some odd years ago. Don't hold me to the exact date. Don't let my wife hear that. When I got here, it was funny because for so many years throughout my whole career, I always had some form of support system, or in every city I've lived, whether it was Florida, New York, LA, Toronto, wherever I lived, there was always some form of support system and a community that I could work with and lean on when needed. And since living in Montreal, I haven't had anything. Mind you, my own fault. While here for the majority of my few decades here, I was always on tour. I was an entertainer. So although I call this my home, I was very rarely here. So I didn't really have the opportunity to reach out and create the relationships that I'm now so proud to say that I'm part of. It's only been, as Pharaoh said, since the beginning of COVID, that I teamed up with the OFC and more directly the Empower Hour, and saw how I could hopefully be of benefit, and for the first time, as I say, have a community that I can also depend upon. So again, I'm very proud to say that I am part of it. And what I think I could bring to the table at this point is the thing that I see everywhere that I go. Business owners struggling to keep their doors open, whether it's brick and mortar or online businesses, trying to combat that, and at the same time, stay relevant in social space, stay relevant as far as advertising, marketing, let people know, that you exist. And I truly think that it's a truly an uphill battle trying to run your business and stay socially relevant and spread the word. So I saw that need, and because I come from the world of film and television and radio, I thought, well, you know, what better than to combine my services with a community that I've been seeking out forever, you know. So it's my opportunity to give a little bit back, make it a little bit easier for us melanated brothers and sisters to get out there and promote their businesses, have some social relevance, know that they don't have to learn a whole other crafts just to be able to compete. That's where I think I'm probably most beneficial to the community. But I don't know, is there more that you'd want to hear?
Well,
detail?
that's good. That gives the foundation.
Right.
And thank you for that. In terms of, and this is something, so I'm going to be sharing with the members as well. And before we go, I'm going to share just a link to a short questionnaire. We've listed on there, and actually, you know what? Maybe just for simplicity's sake, hold on. I'm going to share my screen again. And we're just gonna run down very quickly just the services that we're making available to members. And I want to do it just in case you guys might have any questions about any services that you see. If not, then it's just for you guys to know. But if you have any questions, then we'll be able to address them. And it's awesome because in haggling with Andrew, we've been able to get some rates that are exclusively for the OFC. So I'm really happy about that. Hold on. Where are we? Whoops, I'm not sharing yet. Sorry about that. Come back over here. Share. So this is the form I'm going to be sending you guys. Okay, participants can now see your screen. Perfect. So I'm just gonna, everybody can see this? Because I can't see you guys anymore. Yes. Okay, great. So I'm just going to run down the services that going to be made available to you guys. And now it's really important. Hold on, I want to see you guys when I'm saying this. It's really important that you guys take the moment to fill this out for me, because it's again, on our side, the work that we do is to better you all. So we want to make sure that the services that we're offering are things that you guys need and can benefit from. If there's services on there that or if there's things that are missing that you thought of that you need help with, we want to hear your feedback. But it's really, really important that we get this feedback just so that we know that we're moving in the right direction. Okay, so I am definitely going to be haggling everybody to ensure that you guys fill it in, and it's a really simple questionnaire. Obviously name, information. So in terms of services, so I'll list these off, and then in between, any questions, comments, you raise your hand. You could just say it. You got a question. Don't feel no way. So we have social media, and Andrew, every once in a while I might ask you just to elaborate if necessary. So first off, so we have social media. So we have 3 sections of social media. So we have thumbnail, ad, and banner designs. That's pretty straightforward. That's like that's giving context, like when we do any type of promotion or whatever the case, your thumbnail, your banners, these are the things that you're going to put out for visibility and things like that. Good. Social media, audio editing, podcast mix, sound design, commercial spots. Any questions about those? Okay. Good. And Andrew, and if you feel the need to elaborate on any other points, please feel free.
Not a word.
Good. So now that's just audio. But now, as you guys know, with podcasts these days, you have that video and audio component. So we offer that as well. So we have video editing, podcast, commercial spots, multimedia. Now on here, okay, yeah, no, let's just keep going, and then we'll elaborate a little after. Now we have audio, and Andrew, I had asked you to elaborate. I think you did tell me what this definition is, but if you could explain it again. So the VO/ADR, what the abbreviation means.
Right. So in the film and television, that's VO stands for voiceovers. So in the case of a commercial or an industrial spot, one of the services that I see is not listed. Oftentimes businesses want the commercials and have what they want to say, but they don't have anybody within their internal group that can actually do the voice work or write what we call copy, the actual text that's being said. So when we say VO, that's for voiceover. So we handle casting as well. So we can bring in voice actors or on-screen actors to do that portion for you. So that's what VO stands for. I believe it also says /ADR,
Yes.
right? Which is automated dialogue replacement, which is usually more related to film and television, where when you go and you shoot film or video or animation, oftentimes the sound that they have during the shoot isn't what they use in the final. They have to bring the actors back into studio and re-record their dialogue, things like that. So ADR stands for that.
Sorry, that
dialogue
was automated
dialogue replacement.
dialogue.
So again, if you go out, if I came out to your place of business and we shot and we had a hired cast member to be the on-air personality, and they're interviewing the host, or they're just saying dialogue during the shoot, more times than not, the sound that's used while we shoot isn't what's used in the end. We have to replace it. So
Okay,
we
beautiful.
would bring them in the studio and do that.
Thank you for the elaboration.
Mhm.
And I see two questions up, Brother Adrian and Stephen Walker. You can go ahead. So Brother Adrian, you can go first.
Obviously, the price for the contract with the business owner, correct?
Sorry, say it again, brother.
The prices that you have listed are for the prices for when you have contract with the business owner, correct?
Yeah, go ahead. Andrew, you want to answer?
I was just going to say, to be totally honest, the prices that you see there are exclusively for OFC members. I would catch hell from my family if they thought that was the rates I was charging on the regular basis. No, this is exclusively for OFC members. I'm very happy, again, to say that I can bring these services in to a community that I'm very, very, very supportive of, at a rate that's financially viable, feasible to still handle that. And also, as I say, put a team in place to handle the day-to-day, week-to-week promotional component of it, and take that pressure off of the business owner. And again, make it so that they're not having to take out a loan just so that they can keep their marketing and advertising up to speed.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good. And I just shared the link in the chat so you guys could all view and even start responding to it as we're going along. Brother Walker.
Yeah, so please don't take this as a slight to the profession, but because it's audio, specifically because it's audio, looking for voiceovers, not necessarily the automated dialogue replacement, but the voiceovers. Would you be willing to take people from the OFC or use voice actors from the OFC?
Most definitely, my brother. I mean, as I say again, before creating the studio, that's what I was a casting director. So my job is to deal directly with production, as opposed to, say, an agent that's job is to deal directly with talent. My job was to get talent for production. So over the years, I've created a solid relationship, especially here in Montreal, with all existing casting directors in the city. So it's always beneficial to be able to pull on that talent pool, but even more beneficial to know that we can constantly add to that talent pool. So if you have people internally that have the gift of voice or are comfortable in front of camera, we're always eager to bring in outside voice talents or add, again, as I say, to the talent pool. So hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, anybody that you think is up for the task, we would more than definitely include them, not just our own talent pool.
Excellent.
I love that.
Thank you very much. That did answer the question.
Great.
Great.
And Stephen, that was a great question. That was something that we haven't even thought about. And that's an awesome way, again, just to keep the dollars circulating within the community. What's better than having an entrepreneur pay us to get something done, and then we pay another member within the community to help to do the voiceover. But it's a winner across the board, and that's our goal. Is, yeah, as you guys already know, is to keep the dollars circulating as many times as possible within the community. So
if I could just make one point, something
Yes,
that we didn't really touch on, but again, when it comes to audio, we do all forms of voiceover. So a big portion of what I've done over the years is audible books, and so oftentimes, the writer of the book will want to do the voiceover themselves. which is always brilliant. But many times, you know, writers of the content don't necessarily feel comfortable reading out their books. So again, my job is to hire talent capable of doing those books. And more times than not, it's funny, it's someone working in some cubicle within the business that says, hey, well, I can do voice work, and we bring them in again, putting a little shine on them and keeping the cost even lower for the talent, for the client as well. So and then doing the children's books, that's crazy. And then let me just take a moment out to say that again, I've noticed here within the community, there's all kinds of children. Everybody has kids, and that's something we're always seeking out is young talent with the gift of voice or who's comfortable in front of camera. And one thing that we can do, and you can look this up through the OFC, is if you do have young talents, or if you're interested yourself in pursuing any of this voice work or on camera work, you could reach out to the OFC, and we will have established our own casting talent pool that you can then sign up for. And if you need training in how to perform, we can supply that. If you just want to be on file so that as different work comes in, you could be called to ask if you want to be part of it. And just to let you know, audio recording encompasses a lot of different things. I mentioned children's audiobooks and all forms of audiobooks. We also do a lot of animation. So different animated series come in from different parts of the world, and they need English or French voiceover. So we're oftentimes calling people in to do the voiceover for animation, as well as the corporate and industrial work, things that would apply to all of the different businesses within the community. So.
Amazing. Okay, dope. Okay, good. I'm looking at time. Thank you for the reminder. All right, so 8:15. We're doing great. We got another 15 minutes. We're gonna breeze through, and then we'll close. And I have the same questions I asked you guys at the beginning. I'm gonna ask you guys again at the end for you guys to keep this in mind, and let's see if we have some answers for it. But we'll run through quick, so we could touch on everything. Next, so we're at podcasting. I think, did I do podcast? No, podcasting. So that's audio recording. That's on its own, pretty straightforward. And then again, podcasting, audio and video. And then we have audio video with camera switching. And I think that's important, just so you guys understand. Camera switching is something we do when we're doing the Empower Hour, because we're shooting with, I think, 4 or 5 different cameras at the same time. Andrew's able to switch between different people speaking live on the spot. So one for either when we're recording, or let's say we're broadcasting live, it gives that real TV feel. Like, you know, it's going from camera to camera. It's pretty dope. I hope I explained that properly, Andrew. I just kind of, you know,
No, you summed it up well. There may be a few like sub points within that point, and if I could just clarify, oftentimes clients will come and they just want the audio recorded, the video recorded, and they want all the footage and all the audio tracks, and they'll go and edit it themselves. And then there's others who want to come in, no muss, no fuss, want to know that during the actual recording, there's someone in place actually switching, as Pharaoh said, from camera to camera. And so that obviously cuts down in the post-production of whatever it is you're doing. And at the end of the session, know that you could be handed SD cards or a hard drive, and know that everything you recorded and everything you shot is all there, the raw footage. But at the same time, you also have, as Pharaoh mentioned, a switcher in place to cut from camera to camera. So at the end of the session, you could actually be handed something that you can air right away. And I don't want to pre-jump it, but I don't know if it's in that list. Again, even with my glasses, Pharaoh, I can't make out this list.
Right. Well, right now, like, so,
but I was just going to mention, sorry, I was just going to say, so there's that. And then there's also a live streaming component. Some people also want to be able to film, record this, and at the same time, go live to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever it is, whatever social space that, you know, you want to occupy. And we can do that, as well as what they call multi-stream. So some people want to be able to film and record and switch in real time and go live in real time, but then go live to multiple sources. They want to be live on YouTube, on Facebook, on their website simultaneously. So the tools are in place to do that as well.
Amazing. Thank you, Andrew.
Yes, sir.
So a quick survey, last four things here, and then we'll move on. So we have taped rehearsals. Now this is for more like bands and artists and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
still.
people wanting to do full shows. We have multiple studios. So in one of our studios, in Studio 11, it's set up where it's like a soundstage, basically, with full equipment, and it's set up as Farrell just mentioned for live performance. We have churches coming in giving their weeklies, so we film, record, and live stream for them. Bands wanting to come in shooting music videos, people wanting to do more variety-like productions. The spaces is available for that as well. And the category you just mentioned is oftentimes, in the cases of bands or performances, they want to come in and shoot everything. But if anybody has any experience in this, you'll know that it's a long, drawn-out process when we talk about filming or shooting something. Being on set oftentimes is 10, 12, 15-hour type days. So to cut down on that for the person just coming off the street, we provide a package where they can actually come in the day of or the day before, set up everything, have a full rehearsal of everything, test all the cameras, test all the audio, and know that everything is exactly the way they want it, and then come back, say, the following day and know it's just turnkey. Go in, boom, off you go. You come in fresh, and you give your best performance. So we try to make it so that it's not just about, okay, turn on the lights, go, be on. No, let's get the best out of this as we possibly can. So we've allotted time in the category, as Phil mentioned, as a rehearsal, dress rehearsal type.
And and I think it's something, it speaks to your experience and your background, because coming as an artist in the industry first, and then coming to behind the scenes, you have a different perspective because you understand what it's like on both sides. So I think that's huge. All right, so basically the rehearsal part you just explained, and then last but far from least is the full production. So we're talking half day, like a 6-hour shoot or a 12-hour shoot, and so we could offer that as well. There's a couple of cool other things, specifically because the fact that the big plus, the way I see it, at least for you all as members, is for us creating ads for you guys. That's, at the end of the day, that's really what it is. We're working on the visibility. So now, one of the things that Andrea just mentioned briefly is that we could even come to your locations and come to where you are, film, take pictures, and create an ad spot. Like I don't want to say homegrown, but it's like showing people really the experience of what they're getting. Obviously, you could always come to the studio and we can film different things like that as well. I just want to say, like, the sky is the limit in terms of what we can do. If you have ideas, you have certain things you want to try to visualize and get out, now is the time. You have it in-house, so we can help to make that happen. Something else that I want you guys to know, that I will continue to talk about it, on September 11th, for my birthday, I'm having a movie night at the studio. So for those who want to come out and see the space, first, you're welcome to come before that. But if you're busy and you want to just block out the time, September 11th, it's a little birthday thing I'm doing, where we're doing a movie night at the studio, but it's a 2-for-1, because I want you guys to come and also see the space. You'll be able to see the space, meet Andrew in person, see where we do the podcast, where the magic happens. So that's going to be September 11th at 7 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. I'll continue to share that information with you guys. And I feel there's one more thing. Oh, something I've forgotten. Brother Adrian, do you have a TV screen in your barbershop? Like, is there a screen where you guys run like YouTubes or videos and stuff like that?
It's funny we just lost our TV. So
You just lost your TV?
Yeah, you put down on us.
Oh, shoot. So you need a new TV.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a new TV
okay.
in order to do that. Yeah.
Okay, but you had one. Because the reason I
You
say
did.
this, because I had a meeting with another member yesterday who also owns a barbershop in NDG, and he offered us his screen as well to run advertising off of it. So then it dawned, I was like, you know what? I was like, there's another opportunity here where we could create through collaborations, again, through everybody. We produce the ads, we plug them into the barbershops within the network and get them running on the screens, and there's, little money that could exchange here and there for the visibility, for the production and different things like that. The barbershop gets a little extra funds because we're using their screen for visibility. The business owner gets more visibility, and we're able to produce it for them. So it's a kind of like a win-win around the board. So one, I'll keep you in mind, Adrian, for a TV screen.
Yes,
but
I'm going to
also
speak
if you
to
get
him.
one, if you
Yeah,
get
I'm
one
gonna-
beforehand, please let me know.
Yeah, I'll speak to him about it, and that sounds very interesting. That might push him to get a little bit sooner.
Good. Okay, good. So that's what it is. And I had noted too, for people like Preston and for Michael, like Preston, I know you're a marketing company, you guys are always producing things. So now we have an internal arm. So if ever any of the clients you're working with need to get ads produced, we could also make that happen. Same for you, for Michael. I know you do content creation and stuff like that as well. Same for you, Frank. I know you guys all work in the realm of social media and ads and stuff like that. So now we have somebody in-house where we could actually produce content for you guys as well. So it could be kind of
absolutely. That's awesome. I'll be reaching out, especially for recording.
good. Awesome. Thank you for that. So now, awesome. We did great for time. So the video that we watched this morning, and I'll share it in the group again. Two of the main things that popped out to me was, what are you telling yourself you can't do, and what are your goals that you're setting for yourself? All right, so these are kind of, make sure no one came on. Yeah, so these are just some of the takeaways. Oh, and I'm sorry, Andrew, again, thank you for the presentation. So I just went on to the next section.
No worries.
Okay, so thank you for that. And did anybody have any questions, any final questions for Andrew before? Sorry about that, I forgot that. Fabian, looks like you're trying to unmute.
No, I'm okay. Everything, it was very clear. It was very clear. Yes.
Perfect. Good stuff. Okay. And again, I'm gonna remind you guys, please take a moment to fill out the survey. I'm going to be pressing you guys. I'm trying to get at least 50 responses so I could get a clear idea in terms of the needs out there. So okay, yeah. So I'll leave you guys with these two. Yeah.
Can you put the contact info in the chat?
The
contact info
for the survey or for Andrew? Well, you'd come through the OFC for
okay, okay, gotcha.
Okay. Cool. Okay, and I put the survey in there again. Awesome. So with that said, okay, yeah, so just I want to leave you guys with those two questions to just keep in mind and to work on. So what are the goals that you're setting for yourself? So if you haven't given yourself any, now would be the time to start doing that. And what are you telling yourself that you can't do? Because basically it's just for you to remember, a lot of times we are our worst enemies. Like we discourage ourselves, we compare ourselves to other people, and then we put ourselves down. So just like they say in church, the devil is a liar. Do not let that, do not be discouraged. Do not let yourself discourage yourself. In scenarios like that, you just just know that anything is possible. And again, a shameless plug here, but the OFC, we are here to help, we're here to encourage, we're here to support you. So when you are feeling a little down or feeling a little challenged, I want to encourage you to reach out, connect with us. Let's help to lift each other up. And again, this is the whole point of the business team, is for us to work together to ensure everybody's success. So with that, guys, I'm going to close this up. I'm so grateful to life. I'm grateful to God, our creator, and I'm grateful to the ancestors for creating another amazing opportunity for us to get together as business owners in the community. And I just ask that the time we spend, let it have been productive for each person. And I just ask that we be guided in our entrepreneurial endeavors and our business, that we'd be able to expand, generate more revenue, to be able to support ourselves, our families, as well as the community. Hotep, amen, and ashe. Thank you all. And I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. And so Preston, we're on with you for marketing at 9 o'clock. So just again, feel free to share the links in the group, and we'll continue to haggle. And I'll see you guys in a half an hour if you're joining for the free marketing.
Awesome.
Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Excellent. It was a pleasure.
Yes, it was.